Hello, good people. My name is Bitumal Mokorosi from MSD. As I've mentioned on a previous intro video, I said we will bring in or drop in a first tutorial video. So today is definitely the day. Today on our first tutorial video, we have Maduma Malema who will be doing integration. Let's get to the video.
Integration, guys. Integration. I'll say, what is integration? Okay, integration is an inverse operation of differentiation. We have integral symbol. This symbol, it means integrate. So, integrate the x, it means integrate with respect to x, and integrate dy, it means integrate with respect to y. They can ask this question, say integrate x squared dx. What this question asks is what must be differentiated in order to obtain x squared as an answer. So I'm going to do standard integrals with you, explaining all the formulas for integration. So standard integrals, our first formula is integrate x to the power n dx. X to the power n dx is equals to x to the power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. C is the constant. So another formula is integrate k x to the power n dx. K is a constant, so we're going to take it out as a common factor. So it's going to be k integral sign x to the power n dx, then which is k times x to the power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. So now I'm going to solve some integration problems using this formulas. So they can say integrate x to the power 3 dx. X to the power 3 dx is equals to x to the power 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 plus c, which is equals to x to the power 4 over 4 plus c. Another formula for standard integral will say integrate 1 over x dx. Integrate 1 over x dx is going to be lim x plus c. So integrate k over x dx. Remember, k is a constant, is going to be k integral sign 1 over x dx. Therefore, it's k times lim x plus c. We integrate 1 over x dx. Then examples for some examples applying these formulas, they can say integrate 2 over x dx. So 2 over x is going to be 2, we take it out as a common factor, integral sign 1 over x dx, which is going to be 2, when we integrate 1 over x dx is lim x plus c. Another example, they can say integrate x over x squared dx. Guys, remember, laws of exponent. A to the power n divided by a to the power n is equal to a to the power n minus n. When we divide the same base, we minus the exponent. And another law of exponent, a to the power negative n is the same as 1 over a to the power n. So, for if they say integrate x over x squared dx, is going to be, remember, x squared over dx, we're dividing the same base. Going to be integral sign x to the power 1 minus 2 dx. So it's going to be integral sign x to the power minus 1 dx. So, which is integral sign 1 over x dx. So now we can integrate. It's going to be lim x plus c. Formula for standard integrals. Integrate a to the power x dx. A to the power x dx is going to be a to the power x over ln a plus c. Integrate a to the power k x dx. Remember, k is a constant, is going to be a to the power kx over k ln a plus c. So let's do some examples using these formulas. They can say integrate 2 to the power x dx. 2 to the power x dx is going to be 2 to the power x divided by ln 2 plus c. Another example, they can say integrate 3 to the power 4 x dx. Now, remember 4 is k, is our constant. So it's going to be 3 to the power 4x divided by 4 ln 3 plus c. Another formula for standard integrals, integrate e to the power x dx. E to the power x dx is going to be e to the power x plus c. And they can say integrate e to the power kx dx, which is going to be e to the power kx over k plus c. So let's do some examples. They will say integrate 2 e to the power x dx. We take t2 out as a common factor. So it's going to be 2 integral sine e to the power x dx, which is going to be 2. When we integrate e to the power x dx is e to the power x plus c. Another example, they can say integrate e to the power x dx. I'm sorry guys, they will say integrate e to the power 3x dx, which is going to be e to the power 3x over 3 plus c. So another example for integration, they can say integrate e to the power 2x over e to the power x dx. Remember, laws of exponents. When we divide same base, we minus the exponent. It's going to be integral sine e to the power 2x minus x dx, which is going to be integral sine e to the power x dx. Therefore, when we integrate e to the power x dx is going to be e to the power x plus c. So another formula for standard integrals, integrate f of x plus minus g of x dx. So we're going to separate this. It's going to be integral sine f of x dx plus integral sine g of x dx. We integrate them separately. So an example, they can say integrate 2x squared minus 1 over x dx. So what we're going to do, we separate them, which is going to be integral sine 2x squared dx minus integral sine 1 over x dx. Now, 2, we take it out as a common factor. It's going to be 2 integral sine x squared dx minus integral sine 1 over x dx. So what we do now, we're going to integrate x squared dx and we integrate 1 over x dx. So you must be able to identify which formula you're going to apply to integrate. So it's going to be 2 multiplied by x to the power 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 minus, when we integrate 1 over x is ln x plus c. So our final answer is going to be 2 multiplied by x to the power 3 over 3 minus ln x plus c. Therefore, 2 divided by 3 is going to be 2 over 3 x to the power 3 minus ln x plus c. Sure. Integrate dx. So remember guys, laws of exponents. A to the power of 0 is equals to 1. It means any number to the power of 0 is 1. So when we integrate dx, is going to be integral sign x to the power 0 dx. Why? Because x to the power 0 is the same as 1. So now we integrate, is going to be x to the power 0 plus 1 over 0 plus 1 plus c, which is the same as x plus c. Example, they can say integrate 10 to the power 2x minus 6 dx. So remember guys, always we separate and we integrate them separately. So it's going to be integral sign 10 to the power 2x dx minus integral sign 6 dx. So which is integral sign 10 to the power 2x dx minus 6 integral sign dx. So now we must be able to identify which formula we're going to use to integrate. So when we integrate 10 to the power 2x dx minus 6 integral sign dx, is going to be 10 to the power 2x over 2 ln 10 minus 6. When we integrate dx is x plus c. Easy guys. So guys, I've explained all standard integrals formulas. So now I'm going to do some questions from different past exam papers and exercise books. So let's check our first question. They say integrate square root of x into square root of x plus 1 over square root of x dx. So check guys, we did laws of exponents. Remember SATs. The square root of a multiplied by square root of a is equals to a. Why? Because of is a to the power 1 over 2 multiplied by a to the power 1 over 2. When we multiply the same base, we add the exponent. This a to the power 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2, which is the same as a. So now let's check this question. They say integrate square root of x into square root of x plus 1 over square root of x dx. So we did factorization. We removed the bracket by multiplying everything by square root of x. So it's going to be integral sign square root of x times square root of x is x. Square root of x times square root of x is x. Plus we multiply the square root of x times 1 over square root of x, which is the same as square root of x over square root of x dx. Remember guys, a over a is equals to 1. When we divide the same base, we minus the exponent. This a to the power 1 minus 1, which is the same as a to the power 0. Any number to the power of 0 is 1. So now we separate them. It's going to be integral sign x dx plus x integral sign square root of x over square root of x dx. Sorry guys, we know square root of x over square root of x is 1. So it's going to be integral sign x dx plus integral sign 1 dx. So when we integrate x dx, is going to be x to the power 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1. When we integrate dx, because when we any number multiplied by 1 is that number, so it's going to be dx. So it's going to be x plus c. So let's integrate this question, guys. They say integrate x squared minus 2 over x squared dx. So we're going to separate them. It's going to be integral sign x squared dx minus integral sign 2 dx. minus integral sign 2 over x squared dx. So check, we take out 2 as a common factor, and then here we're going to take out 2 again as a common factor. So we're going to have integral sign x squared dx minus 2 integral sign dx minus 2 integral sign 1 over x squared dx. So remember guys, we're going to change this using loss of exponents. So it's going to be integral sign x squared dx minus 2 integral sign dx minus 2 into is going to be x to the power negative 2 dx, because it's the same as 1 over x squared. So now I can start to integrate. So it's going to be, when we integrate x squared dx, is going to be x to the power 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 minus, when we integrate dx, is going to be 2 times x minus, when we integrate x squared, x to the power negative 2 dx, is going to be 2 times x to the power minus 2 plus 1 over minus 2 plus 1 plus c plus c. So which is going to be x to the power 3 over 3 minus 2x minus, it's going to be 2 times x to the power negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1 over negative 1 plus c. So here, negative times negative is positive. Any number over 1 is that number. So it's going to be x to the power 3 over 3 minus 2x plus negative times negative is positive 2. And remember, any number to the power of negative exponent can be written as a fraction. It's going to be 1 over x plus c. So this is the first question, guys. I hope you all understand. So now, guys, integrate e to the power 2x minus e to the power 3x over e to the power x. So we're going to apply laws of fractions. Remember, fractions, a plus minus over c is going to be a over c plus minus b over c. So integrate is going to be integral sign e to the power 2x divided by e to the power x minus e to the power 3x divided by e to the power x dx. So check. Now, when we divide same base, we minus the exponents. Exponents are very important, guys. So integral sign is going to be e to the power 2x minus x, because we're dividing the same base, minus e to the power 3x minus x dx. So which is going to be integral sign e to the power 2x minus x is 2x, is x, sorry, like terms, so it's going to be x minus 3x minus x is going to be e to the power 2x dx. So I separate them so that I can integrate. So it's going to be integral sign e to the power x dx minus integral sign e to the power 2x dx, which is when we integrate e to the power x is e to the power x minus, when we integrate e to the power 2x dx is going to be e to the power 2x divided by 2 plus c. Guys, I've explained all the standard integrals. This is part 1 of integration, and now I'm going to do part 2 of integration, where I'll be doing integrals of trigonometric functions. Thanks.
Okay guys, that was it for today. I hope you gained a lot And remember guys, we're not just offering answers to problems, but we're also offering problem solving and knowledge. If you're new to the channel and also like the video, please do not forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on post notifications for new video updates. From me, Bitumelo from MSD, to you guys till we meet again with